won't smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young black and
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 180! 59. We own it. We own it. Check 31. Check 31. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go ahead, go ahead.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here we go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
White.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Say, Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, tonight.
Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We go tonight. Wait, please. Hold on. Check. I got you, baby. I got you. 50 cheese and Mike. Okay.
Goff on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff now looks to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Shell.
Goff throwing again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
3rd down and 7.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
I'm coming. Hey. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Check. Lucky. Shit.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
On 4th down, gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Check 3. Undercut.
On 3rd and long. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
What? 120. 6 right there. 56. I'm coming.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
21, 65, 65.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. The 20, there he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Suckup for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Look, Mike 20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We got to get the ball until you get the ball right here.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
13. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Quit talking about it and win it. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. And turn it up. 21. Here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Danny.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180. Mike is 59. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Gets it to Meredith, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Watch 54, watch 54. Turn now.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Goff, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They run again with Breida. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Mostert. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey, alert.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On second down and 4. Goff looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Little. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out what...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check pass, check pass. Here we go, 76, 76. 54, right there, right there.
Again, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again. Gone. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. That's right.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. McFarland, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Super one, super one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
What's up?
On 1st down, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Get wrong. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Back to throw, gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's gone. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Come on, 120.
It's game situation. Let's go.
On first down, McFarland. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down.
What? 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Value 3. Value 3.
Motion.
X3. 218. Chopper.
One set. Check.
From the 50, it's gone. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Switch.
Throw left side complete. That's Little. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on fourth. Goff. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Henry.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Niners, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves